Have you ever wondered what it would be like to vacation among the stars? Imagine getting a bird's-eye view of Earth or dining with a panorama of the Milky Way. It's the kind of experience that's only been dreamt of or seen in the realms of literature and film. But what if it could be more than just a dream? Enter the intriguing world of space tourism. For centuries, the cosmos has sparked our curiosity and imagination. From ancient astronomers to modern scientists, the mysteries of space have always captivated us. It's this inherent fascination that has led to the concept of space tourism, a concept that promises an unparalleled adventure, combined with the thrill of the unknown. From the first inklings of space travel in literature and film to the ambitious plans of today's space companies, the idea of holidaying among the stars has been a constant source of inspiration. With the dawn of the 21st century, the dream of space tourism began to take flight. The early 2000s marked a new era in space exploration. As we transitioned into a new century, a new frontier also began to take shape: space tourism. This period was defined by the emergence of private space travel companies, fueled by a fusion of entrepreneurial spirit and a passion for the cosmos. These new players on the space scene were not government entities or international coalitions, but private enterprises with a shared vision of making space travel accessible to private citizens. Among the pioneers were companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin. They undertook the ambitious mission of revolutionizing space travel, making it not just a pursuit for astronauts, but for ordinary people too. They dreamed of a future where vacationing in space would be as commonplace as a trip to the beach. The first space tourists were driven by a thirst for adventure and a desire to experience the cosmos firsthand. They were people like Dennis Tito, an American entrepreneur who, in 2001, paid a hefty $20 million to spend 8 days aboard the International Space Station. His groundbreaking journey was followed by others like him, each paying millions for a taste of the cosmos. These early space tourists embarked on their journeys thanks to technological advances that made such trips possible. From reusable rockets to spacecraft designed for comfort as well as safety, innovation was at the heart of this new era. The experiences of these space tourists were nothing short of extraordinary. They described the breathtaking view of Earth from space, the feeling of weightlessness, and the profound sense of awe they felt as they gazed at our planet from a vantage point few had ever experienced. Despite these early successes, the cost of such trips kept them out of reach for most. With price tags in the millions, space tourism was still a luxury reserved for the very wealthy. The journey into space tourism had started, but it was far from mainstream. However, with continued advancements in technology and increasing interest, the dream of making space tourism accessible to all was just over the horizon. As we moved further into the 21st century, space tourism started to become more attainable. The journey from the realm of fantasy to reality was marked by numerous breakthroughs, and among these, the development of reusable rockets stands tall. Think about it, if you had to buy a new car each time you drove somewhere, your transportation expenses would be astronomical, no pun intended. The same principle applies to space travel. For decades, rockets were single-use, skyrocketing the cost of space exploration. But then, the concept of reusable rockets came into play, promising to make space travel more economically viable. Companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and others took on the challenge, developing rockets that could be launched, landed back on Earth, and then launched again. This technological leap has been instrumental in driving down the cost of reaching space, making the concept of space tourism more accessible to the general public. And the public's interest in space tourism has been nothing short of remarkable. Everyday people, not just trained astronauts, are eager to experience the thrill of space travel. They're ready to float in zero gravity, gaze at the Earth from above, and maybe even take a spacewalk. This growing demand has spurred companies to push the boundaries and fast-track their plans to make space tourism a reality. Companies like Virgin Galactic and SpaceX are not just dreaming big, they're acting big. Virgin Galactic has already sent its founder, Richard Branson, to the edge of space. SpaceX has plans to send private citizens around the moon and is even eyeing Mars as a future tourist destination. These ambitious plans are not just about providing thrilling experiences to space tourists. They're also about inspiring the next generation of scientists, engineers, and astronauts, and about making space exploration a part of our everyday lives. In a few short years, space tourism has gone from a distant dream to a tangible reality. The progress we've seen is just the beginning. As technology advances and space travel becomes more accessible, who knows what the future holds? For now, we can only marvel at the strides we've made and dream of the journeys yet to come. The future of space tourism is as vast as the universe itself. It's a thrilling prospect, isn't it? A future where interplanetary travel is not only possible, but commonplace. Imagine, if you will, a future where companies like SpaceX or Blue Origin offer round trips to Mars, or even further afield, to the outer reaches of our solar system. It's the stuff of science fiction, but it's rapidly becoming a reality. These companies, among others, are hard at work, developing the technology to make such journeys possible. But what about accommodation? Well, that's another exciting frontier. Plans are already afoot for space hotels, offering unparalleled views of Earth and the cosmos. Imagine waking up, pulling back the curtains, and looking out at the swirling blues and greens of our home planet, or the twinkling stars of distant galaxies. Of course, there are challenges. The technical and logistical hurdles are formidable. There's also the question of cost. Space travel, at least for the foreseeable future, won't come cheap. But as technology advances and economies of scale kick in, the cost will inevitably come down. There are also potential benefits. Space tourism could drive technological innovation, create jobs, and even help us better understand our own planet. The possibilities are endless, and the future of space tourism is truly out of this world. The vastness of space is waiting to be explored. Just imagine the boundless possibilities. We'd love to know what you think about space tourism. What fascinates you about it? What would you like to see in our upcoming content? Your insights are valuable to us. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest in space tourism. And don't forget to leave your thoughts and feedback in the comments below.